Alright everyone, welcome back to Cody's Lab. So I have here a bunch of seeds. I've got some Douglas fir, Engelmann spruce, clover, some flowers for my bees, some dryland pasture grass seed, and a bucket of red terracotta clay. What I'm doing is I want to try making some seed balls. Now I love this idea because, well, one of the hardest parts about planting seeds is making sure they're buried properly. And if they're buried before you throw them out into the field, great. So I could use probably just about any kind of mud, but I'm going with the terracotta clay because one, it holds moisture rather well, and it's a nice red color. If I see a plant growing out of a bit of red dirt, then I'll know that it's something that I planted. Now, of course, clay isn't particularly good to plant seeds in, so I'm going to break it up with a little bit of cow dung. And there's our cow manure. I've run it through a screen so it's nice and fine. And I'm just going to mix this in roughly 50-50 with the clay. Now this of course is going to also help fertilize and hold on to moisture. So I think those seeds will love this. You know what, while I'm at it, I'm also going to throw in some bone meal and mycorrhiza root fungus. Okay, so the clay's all mixed, and I think the first seeds that I'm going to be preparing, these blue Douglas fir, which say they need to be sown 1/4 inch deep. So that means the total diameter of my clay ball needs to be about 1/2 inch. So let's pull off a 1/2 inch bit of clay. I'm just going to put a little depression in there. I'm just going to do a single seed per ball. Close it up, roll it around. And I guess I'll set it inside of this bucket here with a little bit of the cow dung, just so they don't stick together. And I'll continue doing that. In fact, I'll probably use this entire lump of clay just for the tree seeds alone. For the seeds that don't mind crowding, I'll just mix those in with the clay. I won't bother doing a single seed at a time. So that's about it. I'll see you guys when I've got the balls all finished. Since I don't plan on planting the seeds right away, I've spread them all out so they can dry. Back around 1940, this whole valley here was clear full of Douglas fir and Engelmann spruce trees. But over time, they've all burned. That one up there, which is still standing, burned in 1998. There was another tree up above, just over that hill, which survived that fire, which was sending down seeds, and got a couple of them started here, but those burned in 2007. So, since there's no trees left to seed, let's try these clay balls. So I see Douglas fir, spruce, and a few other random things. The spruce was a smaller seed, so I made smaller balls for them. You can see, there's the spruce, and here's the Douglas fir. So now these are nice and hard. The Tweety birds can't get to the seed, and I can throw them, and the seed's already buried to the perfect depth. But of course, throwing them like that is not really all that practical. How about a slingshot? The slingshot can shoot over 10 chains. Plus it's kind of fun. See, I was standing over there, and I was able to get one of the seeds all the way over to here. Of course, I was actually aiming for the snow. I think I've got a few of them that went up there farther even. But can't get them all the way up there, so I think I'm actually going to climb to the top of that hill. I can cover a pretty wide area with that slingshot, and it definitely saves hiking. So about 2 weeks ago, I threw a bunch of grass seed out right over here, and I don't see any of the grass seed. I think the little Tweety birds have eaten it all. But I also threw out some of these seed balls. See if I can find one. There we go. And if you look at it, it's actually starting to sprout. Awesome. That particular batch, I think I had too many seeds per ball, but I think it'll still work. Here's one of the grass seed balls that I put in a bucket of dirt inside the house. As you can see, the grass has burst out and been growing just fine. So there's the seed balls. Hopefully they work. If they do, I think I'm going to mass produce them. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.